Building aura as any man is necessary, okay? It's essential for you to live a great, fruitful, and successful life, whatever that means for you. But as a shorter guy, especially if you're in the lower ranges, I would say 5'6" and below, building aura and having aura in your day-to-day life is 100 times more necessary, okay? As harsh as that sounds, and as much as it sucks to live in that reality, that is the reality we live in. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about a few of the things that you need to do in order to build aura in your life. And these are things that I have done in my own life that have completely changed the trajectory of not only how I see myself, but how the world sees me as well, okay? Because whether you want to admit it or not, as men, we care about how the world sees us, not in the way that we care what other people think about us to the extent that it should stop us from doing what we want to do, but in the sense that we want to be valuable to the world. We want people to see us as valuable because we as men want to be valuable to the world. We want to provide. We want to protect the people around us. So this is how you become that guy, okay? And now the first thing that I preach about in all my videos that has changed my life is fitness, okay? Fitness, being in good shape. And I'm not just gonna talk about the aesthetics part, which is very, very important, right? Because your body is the first thing that most people see, or that people see when you're on the street, or you walk into an establishment, or you're going to a job interview, or you're asking a girl out on a date. Your physique is the first thing that people see with their eyes, right? So having an aesthetic, having a strong and dense physique is very, very important, okay? I'm not telling you to go be Chris Bumstead or Nick Walker, any of those pro bodybuilders, or a bodybuilder at all, right? All I'm saying is that you need to put on some muscle. You need to start hitting the gym 4 to 5 times a week. 3 if you can't do 4 or 5, but at least do 4 times a week. An hour, you don't even need more than an hour, so an hour max. Do your lifts, do your cardio, get your endurance up, and you're good. 4 hours a week, that's all you really need, okay? And the reason for that is, and the reason that I believe fitness builds aura, not just around the aesthetics, is because it teaches you discipline in every area of your life, okay? With finances, let's take the average person real quick. What is the average person doing in today's day and age? They're going out every weekend. They're spending hundreds of dollars on drinks. They're spending hundreds of dollars on food out. They're just spending. They're buying things that aren't actually necessary for their life, and they're giving into their desires, and they're indulging in the things that they desire instead of actually trying to build a future, right? So when you get fit and when you build a strong physique and you're in the gym and you're working on your body, what you're doing is you're also building up the ability to say no to the things that don't serve you. And when you say no to the things that don't serve you over an extended period of time, what also happens is you start to realize the value of your money and of saying no, okay? And that's going to help you with your finances because you're gonna stop spending money on alcohol, you're gonna stop drinking out every weekend, you're gonna stop eating out every weekend, and now you're gonna meal prep if you want to meal prep, or you're gonna buy whole foods. You're not gonna drink alcohol or as much if you still want to keep it in your life. But if you don't, you're gonna cut it out completely. You're gonna cut out the vices that don't serve you, and you're gonna see that you're gonna save a lot more money, bro. People are spending $200, $300 on a weekend just drinking alcohol, poisoning their body, like setting themselves up for failure for the week. Because when you drink alcohol and you wake up with a hangover the next day, it takes days to recover from that. It's not like a one day and you're recovered from a hangover. That shit takes fucking days to recover from. Sometimes it takes weeks. Like I remember when I was in the military and I was I was partying and being a military, being a young guy in Hawaii, experiencing life, and I was drinking alcohol, bro. I was never fully recovered from that, like physically, because it was if not every weekend, it was almost every other weekend that I was drinking on the beach, enjoying life, right? Like I was enjoying life, but I was also destroying my body. Even though I was still working out, even though I was still training and doing all the training that I was doing, intense training, I was still poisoning my body at the same time. So I was never ever able to actually operate at 100% physically or mentally. So, you know, like even if you're working out and you're exercising, you're taking care of your body, if you drink often, you're not really doing yourself a service either. So that's a tangent, but the average person is spending so much money on alcohol, so much money on food every weekend or every day. Like people are fucking Uber Eats, Door Dashing every day. Dude, when I had like no money and I was Door Dashing and doing Uber Eats, like first thing in the morning, people are ordering a freaking a buffet from McDonald's, like just ordering crazy meals from McDonald's at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning with a large soda at 9 o'clock in the morning, ordering McDonald's and a large soda, bro. And I just remember, no judgment by the way, like I'm not here to judge anybody, but I remember going up to like or handing the person that ordered their food, and I just thought to myself like, man, what is this person's life like? Because they were either overweight or extremely obese, and I was just like, man, bro, like thank God that I got into fitness and thank God that I built my body, because that could have been me if I didn't focus on myself, right? Like I could have been the person that's ordering McDonald's at 9 o'clock in the morning with a large Coke and fucking up my body and my insides and my mind, not operating, not chasing my goals. That could have been me. So fitness builds discipline in every area, your fitness. And this is gonna tie into the second point that I'm gonna make, but it also raises your standards, not only for yourself, but for the people around you as well. Bro, if you want crazy aura as a short guy, like crazy aura, having standards and having high standards for yourself is you won't be able to do it without that. You won't be able to have aura without having high standards for yourself. It's just not going to happen, because when you have low standards for yourself, you allow all the negative energy, you allow all the negative people and all the negative habits and all the negative vices to just completely take over your life. And you no longer live life for yourself, but you're living life for other people. You're living life for worldly things that don't actually serve you and don't actually help you grow and help you become a man that's capable of achieving great things and having a fruitful life. When you have low standards, you accept low standards from the people around you. And you allow people to walk all over you. You allow people to treat you like shit. You allow people to disrespect you. And you never put your foot down. And you wonder why people do all that stuff. You wonder why people walk all over you. You wonder why people disrespect you. You wonder why you can't find a girl that respects you. It's because you don't have standards for yourself. When you have high standards for yourself and you take care of yourself, you eat the right foods, you go to the gym consistently, you sleep at a good time, you sleep for 7-8 hours, you wake up energized, you clean your skin, your face and your body, and you moisturize, and you take care of your nails and your hair and your beard, all these things, right? You can say it's looks maxing, which I don't really believe in looks maxing as the term that it's like popularized on social media now. But looks are important. How you look in the world, how you present yourself to the world is important. So I'm not gonna bullshit you and say that you shouldn't care about your looks, because you should. You should definitely care about your looks for yourself, right? You want to look in the mirror and you want to be proud of the person that you're looking in the mirror. And if you're just neglecting yourself, how can you be upset that you haven't found a partner, or you haven't been able to find the successes that you want in life, when you don't even take care of how you look? You don't even take care of yourself as if you had a partner Like you have to take care of yourself the way you would take care of somebody else. Like that is extremely important when you're trying to build aura and you want that positive energy radiating from you as a human being. Like people need to look at you and make the assumption that if anything were to happen that you would be able to take care of them. And when I say people, I mean especially a woman. Like if you're trying to get into a relationship, and I'm not a dating coach, by the way, right? Like I don't prophesize myself as a dating coach. I don't advertise myself as a dating coach. So don't come to me or don't watch my videos for dating advice, right? I'm just kind of giving you some advice that works for me and works for a lot of other people, but I'm not gonna sit here and guarantee you that your dating life is gonna be amazing, right? Like I'm just telling you what will put you in the right direction if you want to improve that. So if you're a dude or if you're a short dude and you want a woman, she needs to look at you and be able to come to the assumption or come to the conclusion that you can take care of her because you take care of yourself, right? Like it's that simple. It's that simple. No one can look at you and completely trust you and completely put their faith in you that you can protect and be there for them when you're not even there for yourself. So taking care of yourself and having high standards for yourself, like I'll give you a little bit of my experience, right? Back then when I didn't have high standards for myself and I was just going out and having fun and not doing much, like not working towards my goals and not really aligning myself with who I wanted to be, I was accepting a lot of negative things in my life. And I had a lot of people that used me. I had a lot of people that discarded me like I meant nothing. I had a lot of people that would make fun of me. I wasn't getting the opportunities that I wanted. And I was actually, I was pretty depressed. And that's another thing too. Like a lot of you short guys, you're depressed because you're not actually aligning yourself with who you actually want to be. You're not having high standards for yourself, and that's causing you to become depressed because you don't even know who you want to be. Or you do know who you want to be, but you're not actually taking the necessary steps to get there. And that's gonna, like, how, of course you're stuck. Of course you're gonna be stuck. You're not waking up in the morning excited for the day because you know that every day you wake up, you're gonna improve in one way, shape, or form. You know that every day you're gonna go to the gym and you're gonna get 1% better every day. A lot of you guys stay stuck because you think you need to get 100% better overnight. That's not how it works, man. It's 1% better every day. It's one foot in front of the other every day. You're not gonna put the same level of effort every single day because we're human beings. But if you even put 1% over time, it's gonna compound, and eventually you'll be way further than you are now. And if you're watching this video, then I know you have high standards for yourself because you're looking for a way to build your discipline and your aura. So I know you have high standards for yourself, but you have to put in the work. It's not about just watching the videos. It's about actually doing the thing, doing the hard thing. And that's going to be my third point. So perfect segue, an unintentional segue. I like it. Doing hard things, man. Doing hard things. Because that's what's really going to build the most confidence. The gym will build a lot of confidence. Taking care of yourself will build a lot of confidence too. But actually doing difficult things in life, actually doing things that most people wouldn't do, actually doing the things that most people are afraid to do, that's what's going to develop you and develop your character. And that's what developing character is, what develops your aura, right? Like that is one of the main reasons that I joined the military. Not only because I had a calling, I felt like I had a calling to serve my community and my family and the people around me and the country, right? Like I had that fire in me. I had that calling for some reason. Don't know why, but I just did. But also when I sat with the idea of doing it, I looked around and I was like, most people are just going to college. Most people are just doing the normal thing and just living a normal life, an average life. And I don't want that to be me. I want to do something that's out of the box. I want to do something that most people aren't doing. Because I know in my mind that when you do the thing that most people aren't doing, you become strong mentally. You build resilience. You build persistence. Life is about persistence and resilience. The ability to keep pushing through even when it gets hard. And when I joined the military, I was in the Marines. I was in the Marine Corps, the hardest branch. Ask anybody. Ask anybody who's not even in the Marine Corps. They'll tell you that the Marine Corps is the hardest branch. And there's also this stigma that veterans and guys from the Marines are dickheads, are arrogant. You know, there's a little bit of arrogance, of course, when you do something like that. But at the end of the day, like, I treat everybody with respect. I treat everybody with kindness. You know, so it's an individual thing. But the point is, when I was able to, I remember the last day of boot camp. So boot camp was 3 months long. You don't have a phone. You only get letters. So when you're getting letters, you're also aware of who actually really cares about you and who really supports you. Because the amount of effort and time it takes to write a letter and put it in the post office and send it out, like, it obviously takes effort. So you see who actually really cares about you. So I learned to value the people who really cared about me. I learned to value the people who really, really give a shit about me, because they were putting in the time and effort to make sure that I was okay. And all I was worried about was if they're okay. You know, I'm getting my ass chewed out every day. I'm doing 1,000,000 push-ups, 1,000,000 burpees every day, but I'm still worried about how my family is. I'm worried that they're okay. And I remember the last day, you know, we were awake for like 3 days, maybe. Obviously not completely awake, but we barely got any sleep. I would say like we got maybe 6 hours of sleep in a 72-hour span. And I remember the last day, we were doing the final hike. They call it the Crucible. And we were doing the final hike. This shit was fucking hard, bro. It was like a 10K, 15K hike with 50, I would say like 50 to 70 pounds on our backs. And we're tired, we're hungry, we're getting our asses chewed out while we're doing the hike. But it was extremely motivating because it was like this final push, the final push. And everything we worked for, like we finally accomplished. And I remember we finished that hike and we were all in formation. We were all standing in line. We had our hands out like this, and the drill instructor comes and gives me the eagle, globe, and anchor. So that's just, it's literally an eagle with a globe. So the globe and then the eagle on it and then the anchor on it. That's the symbol for the Marine Corps. And the drill instructor put it in my hand, and I immediately, bro, when I tell you, I immediately started crying. Like, not even just like tears, I'm talking about like ugly crying. Like the ugly crying that you probably do once or twice in your life as a man. Like once when you do something like that, and then the other time is when your mom or your dad passes away. Like that ugly crying. Or your pet, or your dog, or whatever. And I remember that moment very, very clearly. And I'm seeing my mom and giving her a hug and seeing her after 3 months and her telling me she's proud of me, and like, like even just now, bro, like that shit, it's crazy to reflect on that. But when I did that, something just flipped in my mind that, like, this is what life is about. It's about doing difficult things to become stronger, to make the people around you proud, to make yourself proud. I've never been more proud of myself in my life. And a lot of you guys, a lot of you men, short guys especially, you're either scared to be proud of yourself and you're not walking around life like you're proud of yourself if you've accomplished anything, or you have nothing to be proud about because you haven't really accomplished anything difficult. And that's not a shot, right? But we got to be honest. We have to be honest, because one of the most important things when it comes to building aura is doing hard shit in life so that you can prove to yourself that you're capable and competent, and you can have honor, bro. Like that word honor, having honor for yourself, that will put so much aura into you, just having honor in doing something difficult, having a purpose, bro. Like, that was my purpose. And when I accomplished it, I felt like my soul was just completely, I don't even know. My soul was just, I just had so much energy fed into my body, and it's carried me till today still, and it's still full. I still walk around like that. I have some days where I struggle, but for the most part, like, I use that pride, because you shouldn't be afraid to be proud. You should be proud. You should walk around like you are. If you've accomplished something difficult, you should walk around like you did. You should walk around like you're the shit. Not in an arrogant, cocky way where you're disrespecting people and not having manners. No, you have to have manners. You have to respect people. You have to be kind to people. Open the door for people. Say thank you. Say please. I say thank you a million times. Like, if I go buy my coffee at the coffee shop, I will say thank you 50 times for no reason. I'll just say thank you. Gratitude, man. Like, fitness and doing hard things also teaches you gratitude. When we were out in the field doing our field ops and we didn't shower for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and we were nasty and dirty and eating MREs and like just fucking miserable. The moment we got back to the showers, the moment we got back to our barracks rooms and we were able to shower, it's like, oh my God, like, wow, I've never been so grateful to take a shower. I've never been so grateful to be clean. I've never been so grateful to have a meal that's actually good. And then you get liberty. Liberty is like free time after the field ops. You get like 3 or 4 days off for the weekend, and you go out and you live your life. And it's like, wow, the little things really fucking matter, man. It's the little things. And you're not practicing that, which is why you're stuck, which is why you don't have auras, because you're not practicing that little thing. Just saying thank you for waking up. Thank you for the fact that I get to take a shower with warm water when there's people in the fucking world that don't even have water to shower with. They don't even have water to drink. And you're sitting crying because you're not working on your goals when you have the capability. And you're taking your life for granted. You're taking being a man for granted. Being a man is fucking awesome, bro. Yeah, we have hard times in life, but being a man is awesome because when you win, it feels good. And people respect you. It feels good to be a man, and some of you guys don't embrace that enough. Some of you guys are just, woe is me, the world is against me. I can't get a girl, I can't do this, I can't do that. Yes, you can. But you gotta work on your body. You gotta work on your discipline. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta do some hard things in life. Bro, if you're a young dude watching this video and you have no direction at all, like you have no idea what you want to do with your life and you don't know where to start, I'm not a recruiter or anything, and this is not advertised or like affiliated with the military in any way, shape, or form, but join the military. Join the military. What else do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? If you already have nothing going on for you and you wonder why life is not going your way and you want to do something that will build your life and change your life and set you up for the future, join the military, bro. You're going to learn everything I just talked about. Everything I just talked about in this video, you're going to be taught, and it's going to become a habit because you're doing this shit for years. It becomes a habit. It becomes routine. You're almost like a robot. I'm still in the mindset of an active duty a service member. I'm still in that mindset. I'm still waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still working out every day. I'm still taking care of myself. I'm still keeping my space clean. I'm doing everything that I was doing, that I wasn't doing before, by the way. I wasn't doing this shit before because I didn't know. And then when I went in and I came out, completely different person. So if you have no direction, you really have no idea, and you want to build as much aura as possible, and you have no clue, you have nothing in mind, go join the military, bro. What do you have to lose? Again, I'm not advertising. I don't work for them. Like, I'm not getting paid to say that. But in my heart, I believe that literally, if you have nothing else going, that will be the decision that changes your life. And it's gonna suck for a few years. It's gonna suck, especially if you pick a hard job or you get a hard job. Even if you don't, you're still gonna have some things that you have to deal with, but it will change your life. But I'm not trying to turn this video into a recruitment video. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of like what you can do that's difficult. And if you don't want to do that, fucking figure something else out that's extremely hard. Do a marathon, run a marathon, do a high rocks. That's just booming right now. Or even just like working on your fitness and sticking to a meal plan. Wake up and make your bed. Wake up and clean your space, clean your room. Like, dude, you gotta start doing things that you don't want to do. You have to start doing things that make you uncomfortable. You have to start working on your fitness so you can become disciplined in your finances, and you can have higher standards for yourself, and you can start walking around the world like you're proud and you have honor, bro. Like, these are the things that build aura, and you guys watching this video, you know this, but you just need to start doing shit. I want this world to be a better place, and it can only be a better place if the men start doing the shit that they need to do. Start doing hard shit. Start having honor and pride in being a man, bro. Don't listen to what social media tells you about how being a man is embarrassing or being a man is blah, 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 bro. Like, no. We're created from the image of God, and we have so much power and so much ability. And yet you're letting it go to waste because you're afraid to embrace it. You're afraid to actually step into that power. You gotta do the things. You gotta do the things. So start working on your fitness. That's gonna transfer into the other areas of your life. You're gonna have higher standards. And then once you have higher standards, you're gonna start doing more difficult things. And once you start doing more difficult things, you're gonna have so much fucking aura that people can't help but be attracted to you. Not just for relationships, but friendships and opportunities and career. Like, people just won't be able to resist you because you're going to stand out. Because most people aren't living that kind of life. All right, so I hope this video helped you guys. I hope you take what I say and actually apply it to your life, because I'm telling you right now, it will change. It's gonna take time. It's not an overnight fix. Stop thinking this is a quick fix. Stop thinking about self or instant gratification. Start thinking delayed gratification. Start thinking, what can I do today that's going to completely change my life 4 or 5 years from now? Because it's never an overnight fix. Get out of that shit. All right, so I hope this video helped you guys, you short men out there especially. Because honestly, if you want to build aura as a short guy, and you're really trying to figure it out and you really don't know how, I promise you everything I said in this video, if you start doing it, you will be a completely different man in 2026. All right, so appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for the support, the comments. Leave a like, comment, share this with a boy or a homie that needs to hear this stuff. And link will be down in the description below if you need help one-on-one, free strategy call. I'm helping short men change their mindset and their physique to become the best version, to become a person, a man with undeniable aura in 2026. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.